Hey guys, welcome to your love reading spiritual infusion guidance. Let's get into this reading. What's the energy for today? Okay, the first card is I'm deciding to stay single. I can't handle anything serious at the moment. Now, here's what's crazy about this is that card actually came up in reverse and I flipped it the right way. So I feel like in the past, there was somebody here that preferred to be single versus entering into any type of relationship for some reason. It's not that they didn't want to be with you, but I feel like there was some type of stigma or some type of energy connected to being in a real relationship, right? One that's not fake, one that this person really does feel a level of obligation or like a sense of responsibility to, whether that's the responsibility of taking care of you, whether that's the responsibility of how their actions handle things. This is also somebody that could have had certain things that were hidden with them, certain toxic behaviors or toxic people. And I don't think that that person was ready to give it up at that time. It's like sometimes you're ready, sometimes you're not. And it was something here that stopped this person from progressing. Yeah, it had to do with their money and the way that people viewed them in the world. Why is this? Okay, so what is their energy now? The Wheel of Fortune. It's a change. So now this person has changed, right? They feel like this is a fated connection. They feel like this is a fated energy where they just want to be with you. But again, they're acknowledging how in the past they weren't ready, but also for some of you, you could have not been really ready to handle a serious relationship, playing devil's advocate here. There's also somebody that feels like either you put on a show or they put on a show to make you jealous. It's almost like this person, for some of you, and I feel like this is talking a lot about the past. This person wants to give you context to why they moved the way that they moved. One, they weren't ready completely financially, physically, mentally. There was some aspect of them that knew that when it came to you, you were everything that they ever wanted. So if you're a whole pie, right, they have to come and be a whole pie too. They can't just be walking around with a plate taking your pie, right? It's bio-pay. Okay, bring your own pie player, right? Pie to the second power. I can keep going. My point is, so your person wasn't ready for that. They're like, listen, my pie's not out the oven yet, okay? I gotta wait. By the way, I tried to make an apple pie the other day for the first time ever. Not great. I mean, it looked like Edward Scissorhands put it together while Ray Charles read him the instructions, okay? Without Braille, not good. Okay, I mean, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't good. So I just want to admit that to everybody right now. That's why I'm thinking about pie. I feel like this person tried to make you jealous also, and you could have tried to make this person jealous, or you made this person jealous without even knowing it, but they tried to make you jealous, whether that's with other women, whether that's with other men, right? Because we do have men that are watching. A lot more men watch than what you women think. Just an FYI, because I see the sales that come in and I noticed that beforehand, it was probably like 2 to 5% that were men that were watching tarot or spiritual things, where now it's about a 60-40 split. So there's more people that are awakening to whatever is going on, where this could be a very feminine thing, but it's not because you have to understand from a masculine perspective. It's tactical. It's understanding the way that the feminine views them or vice versa. All right? But somebody here was definitely trying to make you jealous. They definitely wanted you to show that like you wanted them even though they were not giving to you. I'm gonna leave you hanging. I only cared about my needs. Okay, so that was somebody that was sitting here saying, I left you hanging because I wasn't ready, but then I also wanted you jealous because you should want me to change. You should want me to do this, right? And this is how this person, I feel like, was in the past. Let's get 2 more past cards and then we'll pull present energy. So you could have viewed this person as being very selfish. Like, wow, you don't even care at the fact that I've done A, B, C, D, or E. Okay, look. Again, this is how I know that it's in the past, because it's in reverse. I'm going to test you to get a reaction to see if you really care. So again, there was a lot of game playing with inside of this connection for some of you, whether you know this person or you don't. Now you do know this person, but this could be somebody from your past, or it could be somebody who just stepped into your life, who tried to play games, who was hot and cold because they weren't ready for a woman or a man like you. That's the truth. But because this person wasn't ready, they also didn't want you to be ready for somebody else. That's why there's the breadcrumbing. That's why there's a bit of emotional manipulation or a bit of game playing. Whether or not this person is cognizant or conscious of this action, that's why they're reacting in this manner. manner. Sometimes we do things naturally, not realizing why we do them, but we do them because we've already had an emotional reaction to something else, where when we get into this energy, it's almost like a macro, right? For example, when you get up in the morning, if you drink coffee or tea, you're not telling yourself, okay, I have to walk down the stairs, I have to go to the coffee thing, I have to do this. You're not telling yourself step by step because you've done it so long. It's become programmed. It's on automatic, right? You're not on manual mode making a coffee. Unless you're on manual mode when you're making a coffee for somebody else because you don't know how they take their coffee, therefore it breaks your routine. So it's something about this person where I feel like they weren't even completely cognizant of their actions, but this is what they did. This is how they handled things. And I feel like this is somebody who wasn't healed at the time when they were doing this. So it was important for them to test your reactions, right? It was important for them to see, well, what did they really want? What did they want? How did they want to communicate this? This is somebody who feels like they always wanted to, I'm going to show off my greatest assets and reveal the best side of me to impress you. So it's almost like before they were vulnerable with you. Now pause, okay? This is a fine detail at the bottom. This is the blueprint, okay? I'm not saying I agree with this person because I don't. However, I understand why they're doing the things that they're doing. So I'm not justifying it in any sense because the way that they're going about it is wrong. If for 1 second this person lifted their head up and looked at you, they could see that it was hurting you, or they could see that you really did love them. But the problem is how you viewed them is not how they viewed themselves. They viewed themselves as somebody that had a lot of work that they needed to do, almost where there was a level of jealousy because you were in a different place or space than they were. That's why this person felt like you were always going to be the one to leave them hanging in the end if they didn't get their stuff together. So it's almost like I'm going to get you before you get me. I don't think that they're a bad person, but I feel like you also have to put into context because it's not a personal attack against you. It's the trauma that this person has gone through throughout their life that has got them to proceed in this manner. See, people get angry at others and people hate certain people relationship-wise because it becomes emotional. But when you take out your emotions and you realize it wasn't anything against you, but this person, whatever they've gone through, they made him a hot mess express. And could you guys have done this together, like fix things? Of course, but also there's certain healing that has to be done on your own. So what is the current energy? What does this person want or feel currently? Okay, it's funny because this card fell out too with it, and it is a Wheel of Fortune. So there is something coming in here. I don't think sorry is going to be enough. I'm planning to surprise you with something better. So again, so this person knows, listen, I owe the collective more than a Justin Bieber song. I'm sorry. Okay, your person right now is in a very impulsive energy. Okay, because my mind, I just might make an impulsive move because I feel like this person, when they couldn't get you jealous, it made them freak out. Like, do they not care about me? Do they not love me? What is this? This is somebody that now wants to come in, who the person who left you hanging, who only cared about themselves, making sure that they were good first before anybody. Now they want to come in, they want to support you in your endeavors, whatever you want to do. This person is saying, I don't know what I'm going to do, but I just know that I need to make some type of move, and they have to plan something because whatever they've been doing in the past, okay, they weren't ready, they were scared, they tried to make you jealous, they tried to breadcrumb you, they tried to put you through multiple tests. It's like, what is this, you know? Sometimes I feel like when I'm trying to get in my house, or I'm like, if my son has like a sleepover, or if I'm sick and the kids are just downstairs and I don't come downstairs much, I feel like I have to run through it like a Double Dare challenge. You guys remember the Double Dare challenge on Nickelodeon where they had to like hop through like slime? It's something here with this person where it's like they kept testing you and testing you to see if you were really into them. Would you be impressed with what they showed you? Like, look what I can do. Look what I can do. What? That's from Ed TV, right? Look what I can do. Stuart, right? It's like this person wanted to make sure before they showed you anything that you would be impressed. I'm ready to embrace the changes that will take place if I date you. Look at the bottom. Look what's in reverse. Let's take a break and figure out what we truly want ourselves. Okay? That's in reverse. At the bottom of everything, this person took a break from you to figure out what exactly they wanted. Did they want to remain single? Do they want to? If they remain single, are they going to be able to cope with the jealousy of somebody else being with you, touching you, loving you, treating you well, waking up next to you? Like, these are all things that this person had to process to figure out, like, can I do this? Can I live my life knowing that I chose to stay single because I was selfish? And I was selfish because I was scared. I was scared because of the past trauma I've been through, where I've tested them and tested them and tested them to the point where they've already beaten the game Jumanji. Okay, I've already called Jumanji and Yahtzee 3 times. It's not fun anymore. Now they're sitting here saying, I need to reveal myself. I need to impress the collective. I need to show them that, look, I'm no longer going to have my cake and eat it too. I know that I was selfish. Isn't that crazy that this card is in reverse? I just showed you guys, so you know what I'm saying is real. Okay, I know that in the past, I was somebody where I wanted my cake and eat. I wanted to eat it too. I didn't take your feelings into consideration. I didn't care how you felt. And now I'm embarrassed because I really do love you. But again, it's like this person had to come to the understanding of who you are to them. This is somebody that wants to give you a taste of your own medicine, okay? But in a good way, right? Everybody can look at the glass half empty or half full. That's a good thing. You want to give me a taste of my own medicine, please be my guest. Because if you're somebody that's given, if you're somebody that's loved this person, then that taste of that medicine will actually be a brown sugar espresso or tea or whatever you like to drink, fresh orange juice, fresh pomegranate juice, I don't know, whatever you guys are drinking, okay? I can't give you what you want right now. Love yourself first. This is in reverse. Okay, this person is acknowledging they needed to love themselves first before they could ever give you what you asked for. They had to learn to love themselves in order to be able to accept love. But this is in reverse anymore. That's part of the reason why they wanted to stay single, because they couldn't give you what you desired. Not even what you desired. Because I feel like for a lot of you, you didn't even ask for anything. But what I feel like it is more so is in their mind, they had a certain type of limitation that they needed to live up to. That was in their own head. Look, I'm gonna give you a taste of your own medicine. I swear to God, I just started shuffling. See, but I'm telling you, this person is worried because this is in reverse. Can you learn to trust me? I'm gonna be honest with you, you're important to me. This person is really worried that you're not gonna believe them. So either you told them I don't like something and they did it again and again, or this is somebody new or old, past or present, that's sitting here saying like, how do I come in and get them to trust me? How do I come in and say like, look, this is gonna sound really weird, but here's what's happened. It's like there's somebody here that knows there's a high potential or a high chance that you may not trust them. And they feel like no matter how honest they are with you, no matter how important you are to them, even with an apology, it's like this person still feels like you're going to ask yourself, is this what I deserve? Right. I feel like you're dealing with somebody who is trying to understand what is necessary and needy. I also feel like somebody here is very needy when it comes to romance, where somebody doesn't need a lot. So, bless you. If your person was around people that typically were needy in relationships, then they're going to equate that to love, where you could be somebody that's like, hey, I'm a busy person, you're a busy person, I respect you, I respect your wishes. If you say don't call, you know that you're going into a meeting. Whatever it is, it's like this person, I feel like because of their past programming, they just viewed relationships very, very different. It would be too much of a risk for me to jump into anything with you. I'm scared of the outcome. That's part of the thing, right? It's like, I want you to trust me. I want to come forward. I want to say something, but now I'm scared. Is this too big of a risk? Do I jump? Hold on. I got to get the card. Okay, I'm rushing in. Love, don't ignore the red flags. I'm still working through my issues, but I need to be near you while I do it, okay? I mean, hello. This is somebody that, like I said, they're in an impulsive energy right now, but the impulsive energy feels very intense. It feels like they haven't decided how this is going to work out, but that if they don't take this jump, then this is going to ruin your future and everything together. This is also somebody that kept looking at time, saying it was just bad timing. Whoever your person is, they've been removing the toxic relationships out of their life so that they could be with you. And this is somebody, this jealousy is making me want to rush in. Don't be surprised if I get too overprotective. I want you for myself. I mean, you have somebody that really does care about you and obviously loves you, but you have to figure out whether or not you can understand this person, because I feel like when this person does rush in, it's going to be so different than what your original relationship was with them or what they originally showed. Look, accept my romantic gesture. I want to experience something meaningful, okay? So because their jealousy is getting out of control, that's why they're sitting here saying, I want this with you, okay, I'm rushing in. But again, are you going to accept it? I don't know. I'm going to risk it all for you. I cut the deck. I really do feel like I'm going to risk it all. I think you're worth it. Accept my romantic gesture. I want to experience something meaningful with you. This is somebody that really does want to come forward and wants to love you. Somebody will say this is possessive. I mean, yeah, it definitely is, but I mean, realistically, you want this person to want you. I do whoever I'm with or whatever it is, right? It's like you want that person to be just as possessive over you as you are them. And more than likely you are, except this person is more probably like covert with it than you are maybe. Or maybe this is something you're both hiding. What do we need to know here? What do we need to know? Yeah, this person needed to take time to heal. Aquarius energy, but it's hope. Look, twin flame. I think that this is a situation where it changes people. Your love for them changes them, right? Them meeting you, them coming into contact with you. There's something about you where this person feels hopeful that you guys are going to have a union, hoping that they're going to be able to heal your partnership where the two become one because you've inspired them to realize that they do deserve a divine union, and you've really opened them up to submitting to spirituality. And that spirituality doesn't take away from religion, but spirituality also gives you a level of individuality that makes you feel complete, that accepts you for you. And because of you, the way that you think, the way that you communicate, it's given this person a sense of purpose where they really admire you. They admire everything you do. They feel like it's almost like you're a fantasy to this person because the way you love them is the way that they love you. Thank you, Enzo, for the sensual snoring. But I also feel like, too, this person with the star card and the Page of Cups, that's like a wish fulfillment, and it's a surprise. So you may be having somebody right now that has a surprise for you, or somebody here has been admiring you for a period of time. You have Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. With this Pisces, Aquarian energy, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, or Mars. But there's a new start coming. There's a new start that's coming here where your person is getting ready to take this leap of faith. How would the collective feel about it? The Hierophant. It's something that you could have felt or something that you could have even been waiting for. Taurus energy. I just hear that for you. It's something that has been very long and drawn out. Whether this is something you always wanted, but it feels like the unseen is what it was. What else do we need to know about this person right now? The collective person. Well, they're getting ready to take action. So a lot of you may receive a message or some type of communication from them about wanting to get together, having a level of a reunion. You have Aries, Scorpio energy here. There's a lot of passion. It's passion and it's emotions, but it's also you feel very secure with whatever action they're taking. But I am going to be honest, it is coming in as an impulsive action. It's coming in, I don't want to say childlike, but it's almost going to be like a fantasy to you. Like, for example, I'm trying to remember the movie we just watched. It was like a little cute, like little football movie on Netflix, and the guy from Kings and Queens was in it. He was the head coach. But anyways, there was this kid and he really liked this girl, and they're like, you got to go over there. So they go and they have like these lanterns that they're lighting and they're singing, and he's singing to her. Find out they're singing to the wrong house, but the girl still heard it. So it's cute. Right? It's like your person is going to do something that's very outside of their norm because they're very, very focused right now on showing you their strength, which is their strength is your mine. Their strength is that's mine. You don't touch that because that's mine, right? To the point where I feel like you're going to be a bit blown by how much this person has changed for whatever the reasoning is. Because part of the problem, even in this spread, right? Part of the issue with this person is that they're always overthinking what action to take. This has been a problem with your person for a period of time, and I don't know if it's because they're just not confident on taking this action. They wanted to wait to the best time. It's coming in as like somebody that's like a perfectionist, whatever. But in this energy, right, it's very impulsive. 8, 9, 8 could be significant. 95, 98, 96, 86, 68, 600, 88, 86, 600, 17, 800, 17, 88. It could be a life path. 8 could be a life path 6 or a 9. See, the thing is, the 6 upright is partnership, the 6 in reverse is 9, which is being alone. Your person has to make a decision, either you want to be with the collective or you don't, but being without you has made them feel crazy, has made them scared, has made them not be able to sleep at night, has made them push them outside of their comfort zone. I feel like more than what you realize, like this is somebody that's being pushed outside of their comfort zone to the point where this is in reverse. They're scared. Why are they scared or they're insecure? Both because they're upside down. This is somebody who's upside down emotionally though. It's like this is somebody who, for example, like can't work, can't think, it's almost like consumed them because they know that they're scared because there's been a level of silence. It's like this person is waiting. 1, 2, 3. They're waiting to communicate their truth, but their truth is the 1 comes before the 2. They have to take action if they want partnership. But the 1 and the 2 is the masculine and the feminine energy. But somebody here has to wait because they need a higher perspective, and also somebody here has to let go of the delay. So your person is worried about the timing of it or the time frame. Also feel like there's something that they've been working on, like something they feel like isn't perfect. It's not right yet with the Ace of Cups because they want to offer you this cup, but it's something here that they're working on where they feel like it's not ready yet. Something that you've inspired them on, something that they want you to like be able to see. Some of you, I don't know what it is. It could be like, this is something physical like that. They want to show you. Like, for example, if your dude's like a woodsmith, I don't think there is a woodsmith. Is there a woodsmith? What the heck do they call those guys? Anyways, like for example, like my best friend G, he made my other best friend who he was married to, Sarah, he made her like this beautiful like metal rose, right? Because he worked with his hands where somebody would write a song or somebody would bake something, or depending on like whatever this person is good at. It's like they did something for you to show you that they love you, to show you that they've been waiting for you and now they're ready to take the lead, but they felt like they had to wait to be the right man or woman for you, because I do get that there is a bit of insecurity here. It's funny, the World and the Empress is here, and then Temperance, and then look at the bottom of Temperance. It's again the Neon Awakening. So here's what's crazy about this, right? Because this is insane. It's crazy that it came out like this, right? And it came out when we were at like 33 minutes and 33 seconds. You're somebody's world. It doesn't matter if you're the masculine or the feminine energy. But if you see the masculine energy is on the left side, which is a feminine, the world, and then the Empress is on the right side. The right side represents the masculine. The left side represents a feminine. The two of you had to be rebalanced with Temperance. You had to probably, if you're a feminine, you had to become more masculine. If you are a man that's watching this, more than likely you needed to either balance out your masculinity, where you were either being too feminine or you were not thinking about their emotions. My guess is the men that are watching this in the beginning when the woman was being overly submissive, and this isn't for everybody, but you could have taken that for granted where you needed to understand the feminine perspective. But for some of you, you were always too feminine with this energy, and it didn't allow your Empress to get into a submissive energy because it was too feminine. So everything is based on an individual basis, right? Because there always is a level of duality. However, you have the way that this is synced up: the Emperor, the Twin Flame, the Emperor, the World, the Empress, and the Temperance. Hello? Say that 5 times fast. This is about stabilizing the partnership and communicating to you that no matter what you and them go through, you're always going to go through it together, forged in the fire. The beautiful thing about Temperance is the Emperor, and the Empress being stripped of their negative qualities, changing for each other, and being merged together as one through a level of alchemy, through the angels, and through God. That's why this is like a really, really, really beautiful energy. And we're sitting here, and the thing that I think I really like the most is the fact that the external party didn't come up. So ding dong, what is dead, because I didn't want to say it with a W. I wanted to say it with a B because they removed this. They removed the toxic relationships. They didn't want any of that anymore. It was no longer like, it no longer made them feel good. All right, we're going to do things a little different. What is, by the way, all of this next spread is going to be available on the extended. What is the future? What does the collective need to know? What are the main 4 things that the collective needs to know moving forward with this person? And these we're going to elaborate on. Okay, we have flower child, peaceful times, mentor. Okay, so first of all, there's somebody here that has been mentoring your person, okay, where I feel like they're guiding this person to connect with you in a different way, okay? So whether this is a spiritual person, whether this is a group of people that are helping your person, there's something here with who is mentoring them to come towards you. They're talking to somebody. Look, a visionary vanguard, okay, might require multiple trial and error attempts before your desired creation materializes. During the process, a significant level of, I can't even say that. Let's skip that. Genuine, I can't. It's not that I can't say it. It's like I physically, my mouth isn't Mercury retrograde, whatever. Okay, moving beyond mere logic. Your person has been on some type of journey because of you. Like, I want to know, like, what have they gone through? This is somebody that took like ayahuasca for the first time, and all of a sudden it's like, what is going on here? Like, they've gone through some type of very powerful transition. It's almost coming in as like a peacock, but not in a negative way. And then the shooting star, which I feel like is you wish fulfillment. Okay, so this is beautiful energy coming in. All right, so hold on. All right, I'm trying to decide where they want us to go from this point forward. I'm gonna grab this deck, except these are, I'm going to put in reverse sensual oracle, and I don't know what those are. All right, what do we need to understand about this person? So these will be the ones that we reveal in the extended. We clarify each one of these, and I pull oracle messages, and we really dive deep into what's going on. For example, what brings this person peace? How do they plan to bring you peace? Right? What is their mentor saying about you to them? What is their advice that the mentor is giving? Right? What is this person's vision? How do they plan on moving forward to you? What has changed with this person? And then also, you are their wish fulfillment. So why are you their wish fulfillment? Let's keep going. What do we need to know? Okay, first card. What does the collective need to know when it comes to this person romantically? Whoa, okay. 1 more, 3 more. Okay, there you go. All right, so with that being said, this is your reading. Okay, I just really appreciate you guys. All right, well, I love you. I wish you well. Make a wish. And you never know what God has in store, what special things are coming for you or coming for your family. And I wish you guys well.